What's up, you guys? We're back with the second match. Oh damn. We got an interesting mix over here. Torvald, Fernando, Ying and me on the blue side, and we got Tyra, Ceres, Evie, and Makoa. Interesting. Yo, what much you like?
Yes, I am in fact live. I'm figuring out how.
Spectating mode's like Overwatch. Legit.
Do I use Q and E to go up and down?
Hell yeah.
Assuming.
That's my
It doesn't work
co-commentator,
for me.
Buttmunch, and the
Let's-
game's about to
let's
start
look at the
in
enemy
22
team.
seconds.
And
Is-
I'm the guest commentator for Sim Team.
And
this is-
the owner of the server, Leanne. Boom.
Guys, it's not working.
We see,
Guys, C and Q isn't working.
okay,
Guys,
Do WASD.
Lost,
that's the
Q&E.
camera. How do I go up and down?
QE. We see
I'm
the
gonna-
red team, they're hungry for some blood. And the blue team is also hungry for blood. And they're gonna come into the pay point.
Wait,
Oh shit.
I'm pausing the recording. Wait, how do I move up and down on the camera?
QE.
You can't use your mouse.
Fernando's on point.
mouse
Trying
doesn't
to
work.
push him
Left
back.
click doesn't work. Right
He's
click.
trying to get on point.
Q and E
He's
doesn't
getting
work.
shot by EB on the side. Left flank from my right flank from my side. And Mako with a dredge anchor. Pulls in Fernando. Oh, first blood! Torvald gets first blood. Tyra makes the
stopped the
payload
stream for a
with
while.
fire. And Torvald's on point.
Better maybe.
I can't-
EV's
Yeah, I
pissing
kind
off
of can't
Torvald.
control. I kind of can't control the.
Depending on how fast you can pull up a stream.
And
I can
Tyra is
pull
trying to
up
push back
I
Torvald
can't
with
go up
his
and down
shots.
anchor.
He goes with the fire on the next to
It's
the
fine.
payload.
It's hard
Torvald
to.
is firing
You
away
can barely
on
see much
Fernando.
though if you can't go up and down.
Spectator has been
Do I just start the stream again?
Makoa goes in.
I can
Makoa
start
goes on
with
shield. Tyra is on point.
You wanna stream
fighting
better?
at the point.
Yeah, sure, I can do it.
And me was trying to take down Ceres. Ceres almost hit critical health. He pulls back. And Tyra is still on point. They're still fighting off Torvald. Torvald's outnumbered. Torvald might go down on flames in a
Use your
minute.
mouse.
And then the shield by Makoa
Yes,
gets pushed back by Fernando.
Yeah, that's a problem, Lee.
I can.
Flames of a narcissist.
How you moving up and
And-
down, Lee?
Oh, you can.
Fernando's
but
holding down the
it's
bastion of the
perfectly
payload,
okay.
while Evie
can't.
shoots from top, trying to take down Fernando. Teleports in the middle of Fernando and takes down goes an ultimate ice storm in the middle of the payload, and everybody's slowed down. It's coming up to a tiebreaker 99-999. Both blue team and the red team are on the same thing.
Yes, better.
While they push back towards on point, Ceres is going invisible and dancing on the point. And
He's
goes on
commentating the
point.
game we are watching, but he's just recording it.
I'm recording and I'm commentating too. And Makoa trying to fight them back all by himself. And oh, Makoa with Asian Rage pulls in Fernando for a nice hit, but doesn't do much. Tyra puts the whole thing on fires and flames and keeps going. It's still on overtime as the battle continues. Oh, Red Team! Objective captured, and they're keeping to push it forward. Forgetting about the payload, Ceres getting him back on payload. Makoa goes in, deep into enemy territory, tries to win it, gets out of there, gets healed by Ceres, while Fernando charges in into Makoa, gets outnumbered by Tyra, Ceres, and Makoa. Getting a shield up, pulling up back. Torvald hiding, taking refuge behind that shield of the Fernando. Fernando goes down in flames as Makoa takes the kill. Makoa low and hold. Oh, goes low and dies. Tyra still fighting back, pushing the payload with Ceres. Torvald being distracted by the EV distraction, doesn't see that the payload was getting pushed. Fernando back on payload, defending his bastion, being lost in the defense. And as they keep fighting, the war goes on, and the whole place is on fire. The whole place is on fire as Tyra throws in her firebomb and goes away, and still putting down fire. Ceres goes to gaze into the abyss, and everybody gets distracted by the beauty of the abyss. And Torvald tries to push Makoa off, but Makoa survives. And the payload gets pushed in. Payload getting pushed in, And if nobody gets on point, oh, we might have a victory. Oh, me pops in the end, trying to push it back. It's a stalemate right on the enemy point. Red team is having a good time in the park, while the blue team has having a tough time. The Tyra shoots it. Oh, push successful as they get the first 2 points. Let's see what's going to happen. Who's the top killer on the blue team? We see as me and Torvald in the same category, while we see Makoa on a 3 kill streak, but Ceres on a 10 kill streak, while Tyra on 14 kill streak and Evie on 15. Damn, son, that's pretty cool. Let's get back on point and let's see this. Climb up to the top of the map. Yeah, boy. We're playing on Stokekeep. Yep. The missing place was for snipers, but nobody is a sniper in this. Nobody's face clan yet. And the red team clashes with the blue team. Blue team on point. And Tyra puts fire on the payload, on the push, on the point. And Torvald Fernando plays it aggressively, going against Tyra. Takes out Tyra. Torvald takes out Tyra and focuses fire on Makoa. Makoa goes Ancient Rage, goes after Fernando. Fernando with a good tactical pull of the shield. Makoa takes down only Torvald while the Fernando still lives. But the Makoa almost kills the Fernando with an explosive cannonball shot. And the point is on fire as Tyra puts the point on fire, trying to keep it safe before getting killed by the Mii. Torvald gets it back on point, trying to push it back. We see 66% to 24%. This might be the point for the blue team as they keep pushing back the advancing forces of the red team. Objective captured, just like what we thought. And they're pushing the payload. Torvald on payload, playing all like showing off, while Fernando carefully pulls out his shield and pushes the payload. Ceres playing it safe, shoots from the back, while Evie and Tyra plays the same. There's the Makoa. Makoa has gone somewhere else. Makoa is trying to take down the Ying, but misses with the dredge anchor. While Fernando and the Torvald pushes up, and then that catches the attention of the old turtle and goes in. While the Tyra goes in with her ultimate, unleashes hell. While Torvald pushes off Torvald pushes off Makoa? No, Makoa survived that. How can you think that would kill Torvald? And the Tyra is there by me. And Makoa is out of there quickly, while Torvald keeps on pushing the payload. Torvald playing really aggressive while pushing the payload. Evie trying to lay some current fire by being a distraction for them. They're going in. Fernando, they're all gazing into the abyss, but Fernando never let his shield down in front of it, so they were safe. Ceres focusing fire on Fernando. Fernando almost dead. Fernando is dead. Ceres and Makoa working together as unlikely allies, working together, and they fought back with the attack by the blue team. Staying on point, Evie and Tyra pushing back the payload, waiting for an ultimate last final push for this round by the blue team. But the blue team charges in all alone. A lonely Torvald, the old man is out of his chair. He is crazy, jumping into the enemy line of fire and gets a lot of shots on him, but survives with his runic shield. Keeping up with that, the self-appointed knight walks in bravely with his shield. Ying goes in ultimate, pushing and helping the Torvald to go and push the payload closer to the point. While what's going on now? We see Ceres flanking the Fernando, a mini flank, and the old turtle goes Ancient Rage, being so pissed off with the mad going. He goes after Fernando but fails to get any kills. Fernando goes immune and goes crazy with that immune. Tyra pulls off her mag and puts in a new clip and goes crazy with a rapid fire triple boost and tries to get some kills and successfully kills the Fernando, keeping up with the payload. And me all alone trying to take some shots, being the French badass she is known for. But she dies just before Ying could come to her survival aid. But Ying teleports out of there, and Fernando being all alone, trying to get some shots on, putting everybody on fire with the sexy and hotness. Torwall try to push back Makoa. Sadly, Makoa stays down like a freaking turtle with a gravity into 1,000. And they're trying to push the best way into this payload. It's a 1v1 between the Makoa and the Torwall. Makoa seems gonna die. To me, picture the kill. Tyra comes in, puts some shots on Torwall, but unfortunately goes and say hi to the Grim Reaper. As Ceres gets on point with Twilight, that's a good cheeky move. And now they're going casing into the abyss. What a beautiful abyss. And they try to push the payload. Makoa with the shield. Torwall spawning some more shield. Fernando being on fire. But Tyra goes down as the Torwall takes the victory. And the blue team wins that. Let's see what's gonna happen now. It's a 2-2. It's a draw. It's gonna be a draw. The one who gets the point this time and gets the point in, scores it, successfully pushing it, will win the match. You can see the 11 minutes going in. Let's see who's gonna watch something. We've got a full loadout. We got Dane, Ice, Nibbit, and Yaku. We got there on the blue team. We got Black Ellie, Legend, Killer Kingstar, Manic Makino on the red team. This keeps on going on. And let's see where it's going. Match started, they're keeping on going. And voila, they're going in. The blue team playing aggressive. 2 front lines on the point. Tyra puts the point on fire. Torwall doesn't give a shit about fire. Stays on the fire. Takes some shots. Tyra pops off the ultimate, but fails to take down the Torwall. Even with Hunter's Mark active, Eevee teleports out of there, out of danger's way, while the Torwall and the Fernando stays on point, trying to capture this point. Makoa charges back in and gets on point with Torwall, goes into a mortal fight, but Makoa goes down in flames. While for Fernando and the Torwall stays on point, fighting off, defending their point like as if it's their own. While now the Eevee pops up with the ultimate, puts everybody in an ice storm, takes down Fernando. While Eevee becomes an ice cube, not like the rapper, and Makoa trying to fight back 2 enemies at one, me and Torwall, but finds the better out of him. Torwall being on point, might push this, might get the point. And this might be a winning point for blue team, as the objective has been captured by the one and only blue team. Nobody's pushing up. They're getting ready for a defense. Now Makoa pops in, tries to take down Ying. Ying teleports out of there with an illusion, while Torwall and Fernando stays on point, being a wise front line, because that's the way to mint money, by pushing the payload when you're being a front line. Makoa pops up the shield but doesn't protect anybody. Makoa goes after Miyu but doesn't get any kills on that. Miyu almost dead but runs away. Ceres popping off with some more shots on the Fernando. Ceres gets away with the Twilight Zone. Being in the Twilight Zone, she is imperceptible to any damage. Seeing this, Torwall going in on payload, pushing the payload right into the gates of the red team. The red team trying to defend it with Tyra and Ceres. They're trying to defend it with Tyra and Ceres. Tyra putting down some shots, while Ceres popped off the gates into the abyss, while Makoa pops the shield, but nobody reaches that. Oh, the ancient turtle is so pissed, he goes into an ancient rage and goes after the Fernando. Fernando wisely popping on the shield, survives that attack by the ancient turtle. Seeing that, they're getting on point, pushing back that amazing attack by blue team. 60 seconds left to go if they can capture this, and they put Tyra being on point, pushing by the payload slowly but slowly. But it's not gonna work out. I don't know. Let's see how it works out. Fernando being cautious, takes it down the shield. takes a lot of damage, while Torvald, being the gutsy man, tries to take over Fernando with a race to the point. But sadly, only 35 seconds left. Will they make it? Will they make it? Ying staying back, cautiously watching while me take some pot shot. Torvald in middle of the enemy. Oh, me pops out with a nightmare. Everybody goes blind. But Torvald can't push the payload, contesting this payload heavily. Tyra popping off with the ultimate, but couldn't get anybody with it. But actually gets Torvald, but couldn't get much. Oh, Fernando pushes this in with me, and Ceres goes invisible on the point, trying to push it back. Eevee comes back out and goes Ice Cube, and the dredge anchor by Mako works and hits on point. While this goes on, this fight goes on. It's such a bloody fight. Torvald all alone now since Fernando has been taken out. Tyra trying to fight the Torvald, fight the front line. And they keep on going. Back and forth. Oh, it goes into overtime. Contesting, back and forth. This is just like Muhammad Ali versus George Foreman. And they win! The blue team wins this as they finally push it. Let's see the top.